leaving the third most dangerous sea behind. The next stop is the Jurassic, a jump from 4 million to 155 million years ago. The Jurassic is the dinosaurs' heyday and home to some of the most colossal creatures the world has ever known.
I've come to the Jurassic because this is a land of monstrous creatures. On the land there are giant dinosaurs, and here in the water, well, look at that.
A shoal of Leedsichthys, the biggest fish that have ever lived. But big as these fish are, there are predators nearly as large that attack them. And that's what I was here to see. Some of the most massive marine reptiles that have ever lived.
These shoals of giants are sustained by the tiniest creatures that live in the sea. What they do is they filter out any tiny plankton, any small animals floating in the ocean. At this time of year, though, they're living on their fat reserves, and that really sorts out the healthy fish from the sick ones. You can see over there, there's one that can't quite keep up with the shoal. It's just at the edge there. Already it's attracting some of the smaller predators in these Jurassic seas. And there, over there, Metriorhynchus, you just wouldn't expect that. It's a kind of marine crocodile. It's totally adapted for a life in the sea. Great paddle-like feet, nothing like modern crocs. Look at the tail, there's no armour plating there. This creature has sacrificed defence for speed. Wait, that's just a bit close. Get away! Look at that! Below me, it's a most bizarre shark called Hippodus. See those strange horns on the top of its head? And it's going in to feast now. Look at it twisting to get a chunk of flesh. And oh, you feel sorry for the Leedsichthys. They're actually eating it alive. Pretty unnerving being here right next to the shoal. You've got to worry about sharks, marine crocodiles, and I haven't even seen the really massive reptile I've come here for.
But I wouldn't have long to wait.
No large predators on the first dive, but there's certainly potential prey. This is the injured Leedsichthys that we saw. We're tracking it with an acoustic tracking device, sending sound into the water. It's bouncing back off the injured fish. Not moving very fast, but we need to move to starboard now.
Okay.
Captain. As we saw on the dive, the injured Leedsichthys, it's already drawing in crocodiles and sharks. And before long, something much bigger, it's bound to come in.
This is it. Look, 4 flippers, that short, compact neck. It's approaching the Leedsichthys. It's nearly as big. That is colossal, and I'm sure this is Liopleurodon. It's the biggest carnivorous reptile ever, and it is closing down. on the lead Zichthies. We've got to get this.
Peter, can you get the polecat, mate? Quick as you can. It's pretty deep. I'll go and look on the monitor, see if I can guide you.
Move to the left a bit, mate.
Just a bit further, a bit deeper. Just as I thought, it's a Lipleurodon. Look at those flippers. It's really had a go at the lead Zichthies. It's not moving a fin. It must be dead now. We've scared it. It's disappearing into the murk, Pete. This is fantastic. Well done, mate.
Those Lipleurodon are awe-inspiring sea monsters, and it'd be such a thrill to see them under the water. But of course, I'd need some protection, and the technicians and I have come up with this. This is a smell suit. Lipleurodon, they've got a really acute sense of smell, and we're going to use that to protect me. What we do is put a bottle on here, a bottle of noxious chemical, and if the Lipleurodon get too close, if things get a little hairy, I'll switch on this valve. There'll be an explosion of chemicals into the water. The chemical we're using is called putrescine. That's basically essence of rotting reptile flesh, and hopefully that will keep them away from me. So why did we decide on putrescine? Have a look at this. We did some field trials with young Lipleurodon in shallow water. We put the smell suit around a dummy, weighted it down, put it on the bottom, and you can see they're putting squid right in the suit. And that's to actually get the Lipleurodon excited, try to get a feeding frenzy, and see how they'll react to the smell suit. And now it was a matter of waiting. In the first experiment, inside the smell suit, there was a chemical deterrent that keeps sharks away, and we wanted to see what would happen with these reptiles. They're very, very curious about the squid. See the release of the chemical there? Absolutely no effect at all. You'd have had your head bitten off if you'd been wearing that. The next experiment, we filled the smell suit with putrescine. And let's see what happens here. There's still squid on the dummy. They know it's not a danger to them. Here they come. Here come the Lipleurodon. See that? The putresine's released. Another one comes in, mouth open, just gives it a whack. I hope it doesn't whack me like that. But hopefully that will give me some protection when I go in with the adults.
Two, 3, 4, 5. As I thought, a Lipleurodon, perhaps even a pair of them, have come back to the carcass. We've lost the light, but that doesn't matter to those animals. They live in a world of smell. We've got light so we can see. It's going to be spooky down there, though. And I'm relying on the smell suit to protect me. The cameraman's got one too.
And we'll swing her out.
It's dinner time in the second most dangerous sea. 155 million years ago, the diver's prey, the mightiest aquatic predator of all time, is in the mood for seafood.
That's enormous! Well, I am so glad the film camera's here. Nobody would believe me back at home. That's a cracking view of those teeth. They are so distinctive. That rosette of really sharp teeth at the front of the jaws there. They are like knife blades. They are piling into that fish carcass, slicing through the flesh of that lead Zichthies, and that short neck that helps them too to be more powerful. That's why they can twist off those chunks of flesh. Going to do, they're not paying any attention to me. That food is really keeping them occupied. So I think I can take a calculated risk. If they do go for me, I've got the smell suit. So I'm going to move in as close as I dare. I am just 20 feet away from a feeding frenzy of some really ferocious sea reptiles, but I am petrified watching this. Wow, it's coming in so close. Ah! Thank heavens this smell suit works. But it's really time to get out of here.
Hold on, Nigel. You're not finished yet.